What's up, everybody? Today we are making the countertop for my van. It's going to be a sick countertop. I'm going to do a resin river pour and a piece of black walnut. So to start that process, I'm going to start making my mold, and I got 3/4 inch plywood, which is right here. So got my 3/4 inch plywood. I'm going to rip it down to size and build the walls, and then we're going to get our piece of wood and we're going to make the pour. It's going to be pretty sweet. These glasses might help a little bit. So I got the mold cut out, and now I just need to find some hardwood, some live edge wood that I can use that would be nice for this, and some resin. I really have no idea how to do this, so it's all new to me. If only I knew somebody that knew all about this. Hey Jake, what are you building today, man? Hey, what's up, Luke? I'm working on my countertop today. It's gonna be a sweet resin river countertop, but I just have no idea how to do it.
Jake, too bad you don't know somebody who knows how to build the countertop or has the tools to do it. But Jake, you do know what they say. If you believe hard enough, you can achieve anything.
I know, Luke. I just wish I had some friends.
That's kind of depressing, dude.
Well, Jake, don't sell yourself short now. Somebody ought to be your friend.
No, Luke, I really just don't have any friends. I just wish I could find somebody who would help me with this.
Well, Jake, all you have to do is believe hard and maybe it'll happen.
Yeah, Luke, that is true. I'm just gonna believe really hard that I have friends and maybe it'll come true.
What?
Oh, I'm here. You got everything.
I got everything.
Kenny, this is my good friend Kenny. He's gonna help me out here. I made the mold, brought it down to his shop where he's ready to pump out these resin countertops. So, what do we got going on here, Kenny?
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna tape the whole thing down with tuck tape. Then we're gonna box it back up with some screws, put some caulk in it. Then we'll be ready to put the live edge wood in there, pour some epoxy.
We got our mold made up with the caulk and the tuck tape on the 3/4 inch plywood. Now we're figuring out our piece of black walnut to cut, to put in, and get ready to pour. So we kind of underestimated the amount of epoxy we're going to need to use in our countertop here. So what we're doing is we're filling in a little piece with a piece of 3/4 inch plywood on that end where my sink's going to go anyway, so you're really not going to see it. And then over here we got an extra piece of our wood. We're going to cut it out and kind of put it in there. It's going to kind of be like an island, so it's going to be pretty sick when it's all finished. Yeah, like an inlet.
So like I said, we'll cut that down and make sure we measure the epoxy out the right way so we don't overfill, underfill. And then once we have that all set up, we'll put it in the mold here and be ready to pour very shortly.
Oh, what do you got there, Kenny?
So special custom wood mill shirts. Follow all at wood mills for all the stuff I do, all epoxy resin boards, cutting boards, tables, serving trays, coasters, and more.
Can we get some of those t-shirts for the viewers?
For sale, let me know. $25 a piece.
Nice.
There you go.
I like that.
So those are the XLs. What'd you get? You got 2 large.
Yeah.
So right now, getting ready to pour the resin in there. We're sealing up all the edges of the live edge wood. And anything else?
Nope. Seal it all up so you help prevent the bubbles.
Yeah.
Before you pour.
Bubbles are not good here.
So we just figured out how much epoxy we're going to need for the entire table. So to figure that out, it's just pretty much a volume measurement. You need to figure out your average depth by your length, by your average width of your pour. So you take a measurement every 6 inches along your pour here. You can see my tick marks. About every 6 inches the whole way down. You take all of your average width measurements, take that, divide that by how many you made. So for example, here we had 11 measurements. So I took my total, which was my average width was total together was 91 divided by 11. So my average width
9.1.
9.1 was my average width. So take that, you multiply that by your length and your average depth, divide that by 61 to figure out how many liters you need. I don't know the one for gallon off the top of my head, but if you want, I'm sure you can find that online somewhere to find out how many gallons you need. But all the Home Depot buckets here have both gallons, ounces, and liters. So you have plenty of different options to figure out how you're going to. Ready?
So, just finished up the pour. As you can see, we use the pigment we use. We use 6 different colors and mixed them in 3 different bins. There's the emerald green, the aluminum, the hunter green, diamond battleship gray, lux green, and kiwi. And we use the eco epoxy
2-to-1 resin. The pigments are from Black Diamond Pigments. They had a big variety, any color you could imagine. So we mixed them up. They came out pretty cool. You can see down here at this end where the swirls are at. As it dries a little bit, we'll swirl a little bit more. And in about a week or so, it'll be ready to come out of the mold.
All right, so we're back, better than ever. The epoxy's dry. We're getting ready to knock out the mold. We're gonna build a little planer sled.
Planer router sled,
Yeah.
plane it down to the right size. Make sure there's no imperfections. Sand it up, finish it up, and be ready to go in the van.
Yeah, man. So we got the router sled built and ready to go. We're gonna put the slab in the router sled, and then this is how we're gonna flatten it out. We got this big flattening bit, giant, and then gonna run it across the slab, and that's how we're gonna flatten it out.
Sounds good.
What do you say, Kenny? What do you got to say?
Very, very pretty. It's going to be very nice when it's all done.
When can our viewers place their orders?
Anytime, go on Woodmills on Instagram, Woodmills on Facebook, message me your orders.
How about that skateboard over there? Let's show the viewers. Oh, look at that skateboard. Tony Hawk better watch out.
Go for them.
All finished up here. Kenny's pretty surprised you didn't mess it up. What do you say, Kenny?
Pretty surprised. It came out great. Sanded it down. Last thing to do is we're gonna clean the edges up. He's gonna take it back to his shop with the table saw, clean the edges up, round over the edges with whatever bit he's gonna use for the countertop. Then we're gonna put a finishing coat on it, and you're gonna see, as of right now you really can't tell with the...
Give her a little spritz.
Give her a little spritz.
Give her a little spritzer. Oh my
all
goodness.
the color that comes out in that piece of wood and the epoxy.
Could you look at that?
So as soon as we put that finish on, she's gonna look just like that. One of a kind countertop, Wood Mills Inc.
Wood Mills. Instagram
and Facebook.
Well, there's a couple things we had to do. Got a little cup in it, so we're going to plow out underneath a little so it rolls forward a little bit. Everything fits really pretty nice.
So back down here, Wood Mills Workshop. He's back, better than ever, ready to rock and roll. So it's sand down. We cut the sink out and plowed out parts of the back to make it sit flat on there. Now we're getting ready to finish it. Sanded down to 150 grit, and we have the Rubio Mono coat. How you mixing that up, Kenny?
So it's a 3-to-1 ratio. We're gonna go, we did 6 of the first part and then 2 of the accelerator. And it's just a pure finish, so it's not gonna mess the wood grain up or anything. It's gonna just bring the natural wood color out, as well as the epoxy. See how it comes out. Take the buffer now after applying our coat, and we're going to buff it into the wood grain and the epoxy as much as we can, clean up any excess, and then we'll be finished up and ready to go.
Fingers crossed. Here we are, all finished up. I ended up connecting the countertop with just some L brackets for temporarily, because I'm probably gonna have to end up taking them off to work on the drawer fronts and stuff to make it a little bit easier. So I got a bunch of L brackets and just screws going up from the L brackets, and it's very secure. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. And thanks to Kenny for helping me make this. I don't think I would have been able to do it without him. So if you guys are interested in any of his work he does, I'll leave his information down below where you can get in contact with him through Instagram or Facebook. And yeah, really appreciate it. If you have any other questions about the work I've done, please leave them below. I'll try my best to answer them, and subscribe to my channel. Please give this video a like. Something I've been wanting to do for a very long time, so I'm stoked I did it, and stoked I could show you guys as well. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.